people. You can be like, oh, watch out. So that'll help with what I just said.
You can play it anytime.
So you won't get lost with the doors.
Connected to the internet.
With the hidden doors, nigga. This is so real.
In
Nintendo did everything.
World, each player has a maker profile. If other players like your courses, you'll earn maker points. But on top of being successful,
this is
why
incredible.
not be stylish?
This is
Customize
absolutely
your look
incredible.
With things like
Good
shirts
job,
and
Nintendo.
hats that you unlock by completing
Really good
various
job.
objectives. Test your
And
skills
it's only-
by trying to clear as many courses as possible before you get a game over.
And
Select
we're
a difficulty,
here
and
15
courses
minutes
will
and
be
Nintendo's
queued
already
up at
changing the
random
game
from
up.
full collection available on Course World. Secure some truly impressive scores.
Oh my
and you might
god,
earn a
this
top spot
online
on the
mode is
leaderboards.
insane.
On top of that,
So you can
there's a new
clout
mode in
chase
Super
on
Mario
Super
Maker
Mario
2
Maker 2.
that'll let you play together with others.
At the same time, you can play a level with two niggas
In
at.
Course World,
Oh
you
my
can enjoy
fucking
multiplayer with other
god!
players from around the world.
Oh my fucking god! Do you see the potential?
In multiplayer
Press a 1 in the chat right now if you see the potential of this game.
versus mode, up to 4 players face off in a side-scrolling showdown. Each player will be assigned a different character. Then they'll race each
Yo,
other in a randomly
you can clown
selected
around
course.
with all of your friends at the same damn time.
The player
Oh
who
my
clears
god.
the course first
This is
wins.
madness. This is
Depending on
madness.
your win-loss ratio, your versus rating will change.
You can clout. Shofu!
Playing it safe is no way to win.
They
in a
put that
white-knuckle
big ass
course
nigga
like
inside
this
the
one.
motherfucking direct without actually calling him
Watch the others
Shofu.
eat your dust as you escape an extreme obstacle.
Oh my god, this is so extreme.
But when a boss
This
comes
game is
around,
endless.
you may want to put your differences
This is
aside.
endless content.
Maybe you can get away with sitting back.
I think this is some of the most content Nintendo has ever put in one of their games. Miyamoto, 15 minutes. I am sold.
And stealing all the credit at the end.
What's up, chat? What's up, Gamer Guide? I know you deactivated your Twitter. I think you left me a message because it keeps saying I've got a Twitter DM, and every time I go to my DMs, there's no new message there, so I'm assuming it's you. Yeah. What's up, Evan? I don't even want to stop watching, to be honest. I'm
During
supposed to be playing.
multiplayer, there are strategies to
game.
consider that would never come up during solo play. In multiplayer co-op mode, on the other hand, all players must work together to beat the course. If a single player finishes it, everyone's a winner. If
Oh,
up to
that's
4
cute.
players are hanging out together,
4
and each
people.
has a Nintendo
Local
Switch
play.
system and the Super Mario Maker
You know that's
2
gonna be
game,
laggy as
one
fuck.
can set up a virtual room for the others to join via nearby
Just like Smash
play.
Brothers is.
Only the player who makes the room needs a persistent
That local
internet
LAN
connection
play?
for everyone to play. You won't be rated in this mode, but you can check out the standings. By
So
the
you can
way,
only
if
get
you
rated if
designed a
you go
course with
online.
versus play in mind, consider using the multiplayer versus tag. It's a great way to
Yo,
help
my
players
dick is
who
wet
love to
right
battle
now.
it out find what you've made.
I still don't even fucking believe it. I don't even fucking believe it. Man. Alright, I had to my charger's kind of broken from my gamepad. I had to hold it in a certain position just to charge it. I haven't played this thing for a long time. I don't even remember the last time I played this thing, but this will probably be the last time I play this thing because I guess Mario Maker 2 is coming out. So yeah, I was planning to stream for a while, so we're gonna do it. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're fucking good. Gonna do it. This wasn't how it was supposed to end. This wasn't how it was supposed to end. It wasn't. It wasn't. Fuck. Possible. Oh, it just hit me again. Like, I thought I was fine. Like, earlier in the day, I was just like fucked up. Just like, I thought I could go. I thought I was fine, but man, just fucking hell. Is this thing on? I don't even know how to fucking turn this thing on anymore. Ugh. What's in there? Like, it sucks because there's nothing I could have done. I didn't really know him personally. Like, what could I have done? Like, you know, I mean, I didn't clown him on Twitter, so I'm glad I didn't do that. But like, what else could I have done? You know, I just thought that like, that when you realize there was a problem, which I mean, obviously like the bipolar thing, like denial is part of the bipolar thing. So I knew that eventually he would realize there was a problem, and then he would sort it out. Like, I could tell that was gonna happen. I was just waiting for that to happen. But problem is, when you realize there's a problem, well, he said himself he was too scared to deal with it. So, you know, but I didn't think it would happen this way. I just, you know, everyone thought it was a fucking, not everyone, but people thought it was a fucking publicity stunt, which is just so stupid. Like, of course it wasn't a stunt. But when he went missing, like, I was just like, please be a fucking stunt. Please let them be right. Please let this be some sick stunt. Just let him be like, psych, like, you know, and just be like, you know, please be a sick joke. Like I knew the whole thing was real, but then at that one point I was just like, please be a fucking joke. Please just be like, psych, and then we could just be like, oh, he was just joking, and then, you know. How do I check this disc? Where does it go in? The disc cannot be read. Did I put it in the wrong way? Gamepad's not even connecting to the console. Now it's working. Alright, I have to switch the screen. I forgot not to use this thing. Is this how you check, like, the hours you spent in the thing? I don't even... When was the last time I checked this thing? How far can you go back? Last time I played this thing was February 2017. I played Mario Maker for 49 minutes. Wow, it's been a while. I think there's a way to see the totals. can check. Is there a way to show the total thing? Because I remember there being a way. I sunk a lot of hours into Mario Maker is probably like a top 5 game for me, like of all time. Like Mario Maker is like my favorite 2D game period. So I was really excited for the sequel. You know, everyone was like throwing away their Wii U's. You know, when Smash and all that came out, like, oh, we're done now, trashing our Wii. I was like, nah, not until Mario Maker. You know, and yeah. So as you can see, I clearly sunk a lot of hours into it, and even after I finished, look at this, like 90 in September, 64, 7, 19, 5, 16, 96, 14. Unless these are minutes and not hours, I don't even fucking know. It could be it can't be minutes. It can't be minutes because the game came out. Yeah, it's definitely not 90 minutes the month it came out. That's hours. Yeah, that's hours. It's a lot. And even when I stopped playing it because I was, you know, kind of a PC gamer, so I was too lazy to like on my Wii U. Even after that, I still was always watching streams of it. Like, I really love it. That Mario and Sonic from there. This 1 hour 15 here, I recorded like a really amazing video for my channel. Where I was playing it, like first time reaction, and the capture card just fucked up the footage. There was a problem with the USB port on the laptop, so the footage went. The commentary was still there, but the footage went. So I got so mad I never really played that game again. So yeah, a lot of hours sunk into it. Still don't know how to show the total though. There must be a way to like just scan the whole thing, but I don't know. I might have to check it. Wait, let me see. Wii U check total playtime. Maybe there's a way to see everything. Okay, you check. You go on you have to select the game itself, and then it will show you. All right, so let's try it. Let's go back in quickly. I just want to see. I'm just curious. Alright, we'll go quickly. Wait, it's doing days again. I'll go back to. Alright. 317 hours. That's probably the highest number. You can't actually see that because it's on the gamepad. Wow. Just completely forgot that it's 2 separate screens. So you can't see it. I'm gonna try and show it. Like, is that visible? Still can't see it. It says 317 hours. Oh, the gamepad. I can't even show the gamepad. Yeah. 317 hours. That's probably the most I've seen on any game that I've played. Because all the other games, like, weren't really timed properly. But, yeah. So I'm gonna say how you connecting your Wii U to PC. It's just a capture card, that's all. It's the preview window of the capture card. This demo that I played once and I got bored of it and never played again. Lost World demo, and then Splatoon, of course. I played that demo. Fast Racing. Do you know Game Explain rated Team Sonic Racing over Mario Maker 2? Game Explain have been doing some weird shit with Mario Maker 2, like acting like it's not all that because it doesn't have the quote-unquote charm of the original, which, I mean, I don't know. Just seemed like BS. I don't know. I could get into that eventually, but Is there a software update? Really? Am I even connected to Wi-Fi? Because I changed my router like last year. What's the volume mixer? Yeah, it's fine. Oh, the gamepad volume is on. Man, I know I played this game a lot, but I didn't realize it was 300 hours. And that's with barely covering it on YouTube. That was just like my own time. I haven't played it in so long. I'm like so rusty. Like it's weird. Like I watched so much streams of it in the past year or so that I haven't been playing it. And I've actually forgotten how to play the game. When does Mario Maker 2 drop? It drops on Friday. I was gonna do a video on it, but I think I'll stream because I don't think I'm in the right place to be making like regular videos, you know. So a stream is a bit easier. Those of you who follow the non-Sonic channel, I recorded a Crash Team Racing video, the Nitro Fuel, the day the game came out. I think the video turned out pretty well. I kind of wasn't able to edit it. I started, but I mean, you know what happened yesterday, so I just kind of my heart wasn't in it. But I'm gonna try and get that out, probably like Thursday, like before Mario Maker 2, so that you guys can watch that. Premier, did you talk about Etika yet? No, we're gonna talk about him. I kind of already have, but there's just so much to unpack. I feel like I knew about bipolar disorder from before, so when I finally realized that that was pretty much what Etika was going through, it made so much sense. Like you just kind of wonder, like, why was Etika able to like be so like hype in videos and it was natural? Like people try and like fake or exaggerate hype, but he was so natural there, and I feel like that's part of the bipolar thing, because well, you look at Kanye and he said himself, like, Kanye's bipolar, and he said himself that like he wouldn't be where he is if it wasn't for the bipolar thing. So people may have tried to cancel Kanye for like some of the erratic shit he did, but it's precisely the quirkiness or the uniqueness of what he was going through that shaped who he was and his impact. And I think it's similar with Etika, like him being so iconic in his content, his reactions, his personality, is partly because of the bipolar thing, because they have like those really high highs, but then they also have those really low lows. And the high highs are just something like of a spectacle that everyone just watches and you're just like, wow. Like when you react to shit, you're like, you couldn't react like that even if you tried. If you tried, it'll be fucking fake. Like for him, it was real. That's how his brain worked, you know. And like, I start to think about like those times. Like I've been subscribed. I think I can't remember if it was late 2014 or early 2015, but like he used to take like these breaks, like where he just wouldn't upload anything, just be off making any content, like just with no warning, and then he'd be back and it'll be chill. And I'm like wondering, like, because obviously from what I read, they said bipolar people could have like 1 to 2 episodes a year, you know, and different things can trigger it, you know. I start to wonder, like, was he having episodes this whole time? Like, the first one we saw was last year. Before we know, he was having them the whole time, and he would take these little breaks where he just wouldn't upload anything, and people are just like, oh, he's being lazy, he's not uploading content, he just comes on stream for donations. But really, he could have been having an episode and just suffering in private, you know. I don't know. It's just so much that we don't know. Man, so much we don't know. Man, I don't even have the stylus for my gamepad. Probably fell out. I think it fell out. I think I dropped my gamepad a while ago. I'm saying a while, like it was recent, years ago. And after that, the stylus wouldn't stay in, so I used to like put the stylus somewhere else separately. So I actually don't know where it is now. So I'm not about to make a level with my fingers or anything, but man, 317 hours in this game. I'll have to take a picture of that with my phone because I'm surprised. How do you go to the courses? Yeah, my God, I hope you'll be okay, Pam. So okay, let's take a break from all this. Yeah, like I was offered a sponsorship for like Amino, like a big one. This was like before this happened, and I signed the contract, and I just had to email them today and just be like, I can't fucking do it. Like, I'm just not in the right place to be making like content, especially not Sonic content. You know, like I just wasn't there. You know. I still wanted to do this stream because I don't know, I was planning it for a while. Plus, I wanted to just talk about Etika, just get things off my chest, you know, because like I woke up just feeling like shit. Like I don't think I've breathed this hard for anyone, and I mean I don't know. I've lost all my grandparents, so you think that would be it, but I guess I wasn't close to my grandparents like that. I was more so sad for my parents when my grandparents died, you know. I feel like the Etika one really hit me, you know. I don't know. Just man, and he was Ghanaian as well. Like his dad was from the same village as my dad. Like, you know, it's kind of crazy. Like, a lot of levels here. These aren't all my levels. Some of them are mine. Some of them are like event levels and shit. Oh, they separated now. That's sample courses. Oh, okay, they don't fully separate it. Alright. I don't think the Wi-Fi is connected, to be honest. I don't even remember how to go back to yeah, Course World, right? It's Course World. I don't think I connected to the, because we got a new router last year. I doubt the Wii is even connected to the internet. I'm probably gonna have to input that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to set that up. I go to settings. Can I go back to the home page without closing the game? Wait, hold on. Okay. So, I have to close the game first to connect to the internet? I might have to. Alright. Yeah, to close the app to launch system settings. Alright, like every time there's like a direct, it's gonna be like, where's Etika? You know? Just one of those things. Like it's just gonna feel wrong. Like the thing that hit me, like watching his last video, was when he said he had nobody. And the fact that he was taking responsibility for so many things that were part of the bipolar disorder. Like God complex is part of the bipolar disorder. Denial of bipolar disorder is part of bipolar disorder. Like all these things that he was doing, and I was seeing it when it was happening live, and I was like, this is textbook bipolar. Like I can't even blame him for this. And of course people were clowning him, and I was just like, I was annoyed that people were just clowning him. Like, this is not a joke, this is not a stunt, you know. And it's like, I don't even think he fully understood the weight of the illness, because he was taking responsibility for things that truly wasn't his fault. And then when he said that, and now he has nobody, and I just wanted to like jump into the video and be like, yo, that's just not fucking true, man. It's not true. Like, you know. Fucking hell. No free space in the connection list. Delete a connection. I think I got the password on my phone for the Wi-Fi. Alright, capital N-A-W. Alright, that should be it. What is going on in the chat? Man. Alright, internet should be set now. Even still, you saw what happened in the chat. Like, even still, people don't fucking get it. They don't fucking get it. They don't fucking get it. I wonder how much the internet contributed to this. Like, you know, the clown memes, the everything. You know, like, I don't know. And you don't know what else is going on behind the scenes. You know, that man lost his older brother. Like, you know, I feel for that. Like, I have an older brother. Like, I don't know what I'll do if I lost him. You know, it's all these compounding layers. I don't want to say it's just, you know, fucking kids posting clown memes. That was it. Like, so many layers to this shit that you just don't really fucking know what added up to it. It's probably a combination of things. You know. Probably a combination of things. Are you fucking serious? Really? An update? It's Wii U, man. So I gotta close the software again. It had to contribute a lot. Even sending to the social media messed them up. Wanted to be top of the effects of it. Yeah, like, the clown memes definitely didn't help. Definitely didn't fucking help. But yeah, the God complex thing, which is part of the bipolar thing, like, you know, this is all panning out on Twitter, you know, so it's gonna make everything worse, you know. And if you're in denial of your thing, and everyone's getting mad at you for your outbursts, by the time you finally realize, yo, like, actually there was a problem, you lot were right, you know, it's like, now the people are done with you. People were saying Etika was cancelled, that his career was over, and I was like, really? This was like last year. I'm like, really? If it was over just like that, were you really a fan? If that was all it took for you to be like, yeah, he's done, like, how do I fucking update the Wii U? To go into system settings again. Triforce videos to explain everything. I've seen some of Triforce's videos. I haven't seen the recent ones, but how do you update the fucking Wii U? Oh, there it is. System update. He's gonna be a long fucking download. Did you hear about how Keemstar told Etika to jump off a cliff? Yeah, I mean Keemstar, that whole thing. I saw that Drama Alert interview when Etika called him Dreamy Creamy Keemy. But I don't know. He wasn't making it better. I don't think Keemstar helped at all. Not as bad as the clown memes, I don't think, but you can't expect everyone to know how to deal with these situations. I mean, I knew about bipolar before this, so like I was aware. But for people that don't know, they just dead ass think that Etika's just sitting here deciding like to hurt people, to push people away, like. What about Kobe? I really hope nothing happens to him. He deleted his Instagram. Wow. Yeah, I feel for Kobe, man. Like, I feel for him. Like, you know, even like when around the time that Kobe quit YouTube, like he was saying some shit that was really making me worried for him. Like, was he gonna off himself? And you know, he didn't at that time. I feel for him now. Like, you know, I feel for Kobe. I feel for Matt. All the people that knew him. Like, I wish I could have met him. You know, it's a shame. I probably would have if I had like traveled to America at some point, because I mean I was friends with Kobe and Matt. Like I spoke to them before, like on Discord. I did streams with Matt as well. You know, it would have been cool to be in that circle. You know, but obviously I live in London and have no money to be going to America. But you know, I used to watch the videos and they would always go through some shit. Like I swear there was a video where they were teaching Etika how to drive or something. You know, there's so much shit. Would have been cool to be there. It says 2 minutes remaining, by the way. It's updating. You know, you can't see anything because, you know, everything's on the gamepad, you know. So, I actually bought, where is it? I bought this little thing, which is like, I'll think of like the Switch dock, but in adapter form. Which basically means with this, which I haven't tested yet, even though I bought it weeks ago, but with this, I should be able to use the Switch in handheld mode while still connecting it to the capture card, which means, say, if I was making a level on Mario Maker 2, then I could use the touchscreen and not have to use the TV just so I could stream it or re-record it or whatever. I could use this and just play handheld mode like the way I'm holding the gamepad now, just connect it directly to the capture card. Someone said he was subscribed to Etika since 2014. It was more than a hype reactor. Someone I could relate to heavily on one kind of personality. Yeah, like I was following him before he was known for streaming. Like he was posting videos. Like he was like proper like a YouTuber. Like, you know, people saying he's just a streamer, but no, he was uploading videos. I remember when he used to cover all those fake leaks. You know, like it was just kind of, you knew they were fake, but it was just to see Etika like make a video on it. You know. I put a mystery link in the description. That was like my favorite Etika video. It was a more recent. That's a more recent one, but you know, it was just a really good video. The PayPal chargeback video. You know, he's got a lot of good videos. I really hope they do reinstate his channel. There was a petition for that. You know, I really hope they reinstate his channel. I'm actually I'm still subscribed. Like, and I couldn't even unsub. It's still there, like, you know, still there. I think I did unsub from FRFX because I guess that was a channel that was short-lived, so I just kind of unsubbed from that. But like the EW Network one that he renamed to Etika, like I couldn't even bring it in me. Like I couldn't even unsub from his channel. Like it's just there, it just sits there, you know. And that was eLive and then TR Run and all that. Like, alright, it's finally updated now. wonder if Kobe knows about Etika. I mean, of course he knows. Like, they were personal friends. Like, of course he knows. Like, of course. I feel for him. Like, I really do. I hope he pulls through. Man. Is this a Wii U emulator? It's an actual Wii U. Like, I'm playing it off a capture card. Like, my gamepad is right here. It's my actual Wii U. Never sold it. I never put it in the trash because, you know, Mario Maker. 317 hours? I thought it'd be like 100 hours maybe. 317. That's higher than every game I got on Steam. And I've had Steam since Sonic Generations, which, according to Steam, I put, what, like 175 hours into Gens? Which doesn't really mean I love Gens all that much. It's just like, I mean, I do really enjoy Gens, but not that much to put in 175 hours. A lot of it was mods and stuff like that. You know, Gens is still my most played game on Steam. But obviously, there's just certain games that I wasn't timing properly because Adventure 1 and 2, like, that's like 50 plus hours on those games, but I grew up with them. So all the hours from childhood are not going to be accounted for. Heroes is not on Steam, so that's not going to be accounted for. Same with Rush, same with Unleashed. So all these, you know, I don't really know the 4 hours of games, but if I put 300 into Mario Maker, and I haven't played that in ages, probably like a year plus, then I must have done like 2K in Heroes. Load it to PC, you have that many hours. I mean, Gens has done a lot for the community, for me, because if it wasn't for Gens and Gens modding, I wouldn't have found out about Kobe. If it wasn't for me finding out about Kobe, I probably would never have done YouTube. Because if it wasn't for KSI and Kobe, I wouldn't have done YouTube. KSI made me want to do YouTube. Kobe actually made me feel like, oh, people actually still care about Sonic. You know, when you're in a boarding school and there's like 300 students, you're like the only one who cares about Sonic. It's kind of just like, really, am I gonna do a YouTube channel about something that no one cares about? You know, like back in boarding school, obviously we didn't have no credit cards. We couldn't buy shit online, so you know we were in Ghana at the time. Internet was kind of shit. You'd leave your laptop on for days to try and download a game. Like when Assassin's Creed games came out, we'd leave our laptops on for days to try and download it. And because the internet was so shit, one person would do it. Like I would download the game pirated, and then everyone would use like my external hard drive and just be copying it and shit. And because I was one of the few people with an external hard drive, if someone else downloaded the game, they'd use my hard drive to copy it. Soon, before you knew it, my hard drive was full of games that people were just copying all over the place. Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood Revelations, Mafia 2, all sorts of games, everything. Movies, TV shows, was all on my hard drive. When I got Gens, I think I gave it to like 2 people. Or 3 people maybe. You know, usually like, when it was Assassin's Creed, everyone was like, "Yo, can I copy that Assassin's Creed off you?" You know, when it was Gens, I gave it to like 2 or 3 people, 2 of which were my roommates because you share a room with like 6 to 8 people in the room. You know, so 2 of them were my roommates, so they heard me like all throughout like 2011, like, "Yo, Gens, like that's happening." Like, you know, I kept talking about it. So when I finally downloaded it and they saw me like boosting, I'm like, okay, I'll take it. Like 2 or 3 people at the most copy Gens. Nothing compared to the other games. But for me, like, if it wasn't for Gens, I don't think I would have done YouTube because the snowball effect of like Gens mods and Kobe and like, what would I have covered if there was no Gens? What would I have even covered on as a Sonic channel? Because I was pretty much done with the franchise at Colors. Like I was dead ass done. If it wasn't for Gens, I wouldn't have come back at all. Maybe Mania would have brought me back. That would have been a 7-year hiatus. Instead, it was just a 1 year because Gens came out. Colors was like the first time I went through a Sonic depression. I started to question how severe of a fan I was, or was I out of it? I'm going through that now. Like I'm in a place where I can't make Sonic content properly. Like people think it's an exaggeration, but since Forces came out, I've just been in a place where I can't. Like, even the games I like, the Sonic games I like, I can barely play. Like, I'll watch a Hero stream for hours. I've been watching Hero speedrunners stream. Shout out Flandre, you know. Heroes 06 speedrun. I've been watching like DSS, all those people like, but I can't play the games. Like, I'm not like I couldn't play Heroes. It's like I could, but I wouldn't get the same feeling. It's a Sonic depression. Someone said it on Twitter. I joked about it. I said this should be a real thing. I went through it with colors. I just was off Sonic for a bit, and then Jens brought me back, and now I'm in it again, where I'm just not optimistic like other people. Like, cool. You know, some people want to say I'm not a real fan because I'm not as optimistic as others. Like, I remember, like, maybe start YouTube if I was talking to Kobe, like, gave me a few tips. Yeah, like, Gens, like, if it wasn't for Gens and its modding community, like, if Gens had the Unleashed fate and it was stuck on console, it wouldn't have the same impact. That coming to PC was the most important. That was another thing that was so important with Gens. And it feels so weird coming from Prem, right? Because he's not the biggest Gens fanboy, right? But there was a time, like, you had to be there. Yeah, like, you had to be. I was in boarding school from 2006 to 2012. We were not allowed game consoles at all. Like, if you bought a game console, they'll just seize that shit from you. You were allowed to bring a laptop from grades 11 to 12, which I started grade 11 in 2010. So from 2010 to 2012, we're allowed to bring laptops. We weren't allowed to play games on those laptops, but we were allowed to bring laptops. Of course, we still played games on those laptops. What the fuck? I got my laptop seized several times for getting caught playing games. But the point is, I wasn't playing much Sonic throughout boarding school because, well, everything Sonic was on console. You know, like, I think I had Heroes on my laptop, and I would play that from time to time. And people would always joke, like, you're always playing this game, like, you know, what was I gonna do? Like, I finally got on a laptop that allowed me to play Heroes at 60 FPS. Which was a first at that time, you know, given that the computers just weren't powerful enough. I used to play the game at like 15 FPS, so that was the only thing I played. I think may have had SADX. I didn't play that as much. So all these games are coming out, like, not just Sonic, but other things like Super Mario Galaxy came out. I missed that boat because I was in boarding school. Galaxy 2, you know, and then they said Sonic Generations was coming out. Unleashed, I missed that boat when I was in school. Like, I found out about that during the summer. I played it during the summer because obviously I'm at home and I can play these things. But in school, it was just kind of like barely any Sonic. 06, same thing. During the summer, I played it, not in school. And then they announced Gens, and it was just like coming to PC, and I was like, wow, like, that's what sold it. You know, the PC port. You know, so the PC port is so important. Like, the modding community, just you know. If it wasn't for Gens, I don't even think I would have still been I would have been out of the series. Like, real talk. Mania may have brought me back, you know, but even then, I don't know. Gens was very important, I think, for the series. As much as it's not my favorite game, or it doesn't have that same lost ability because it's just not enough of the content that I like. It's like half of the game that I'll replay, but it did a lot. Like, the modding, you know. So, alright, the console's gonna restart. Yeah, so Gens did a lot for the community, you know. But yeah, what I was saying was, yeah, the Sonic depression is real. I can't. It's like a mental block. Like, if you guys have been, those of you who've been subscribed to me from time ago, like, you know, like look at my channel now. Like, 2 weeks ago, 11th June, what's it, 20? That's 15 days. I couldn't have gone 15 days before without uploading. Like, I was going out of my way to, like, find mods and fan games to cover. Like, I was really that guy. Like, you know, my goal at the time, because obviously I was trying to get in, you know, I was the new guy. Kobe was kind of slowing down a bit because, you know, he kind of started slowing down around the time after I started. My goal was to, like, I had to upload more than Kobe. If there was a cool mod or fan game, I had to cover it first, because if Kobe covered it first, no one would give a fuck about me. I'll get no views. I had multiple times where, like, I would cover, like, a really cool thing, and I'll be getting views for months, and then Kobe would cover it, and views were gone. It was just like, you know, like, Kobe even used to DM me sometimes, like, asking me for help to, like, cover certain things, because, like, maybe he couldn't set it up properly, and I'd help him out. This was even before he followed me, like, but yeah. I remember Kobe actually played my Mario, like, I think 2 of my Mario Maker levels. the Sonic ones, because I did City Escape and something else. Where is it? Yeah, I did City Escape, and some other Sonic levels, which I would have shown by now if the Wii U wasn't taking so fucking long. That was maybe the 3DS games. Only thing keeping. Yeah, Sega was like a PC for a while. Yeah, Sega was stacking on ports, honestly, but yeah. So if you remember, like I would upload like minimum like 3 videos a week. Really, there's another update, really? I would minimum like 3 videos. I was probably doing like 5 or 6 mods. I was churning them out. I mean, the reason why I grew was because I was the first to cover shit. Like that's just how it was. I knew that anything that Kobe had covered, there was no point covering it because people saw me as the copycat. So I couldn't, if he covered it, I'd probably just not cover it, or at least for a while. So I had to go out my way to find things that he hadn't covered. So I would like just find things, and I'll just, I could just like go through right now. Like I covered a lot of things, 5+, 6+ videos, and I was so into it. Like it was genuine. People thought I was faking my reactions, or Prem is too loud. Like it's not real. It was real. I was that excited, and I can't do that anymore. And if you see some of my Forces mod videos, people were like, cover Forces mods, Prem. I cover them, and people were mad at me again because you sound depressed, Prem. Why you sound so depressed? They want me to cover it, but they want the same enthusiasm I had before, which I just didn't have. Like after a while, I didn't have it. Like the drive, the enthusiasm I had just to find a mod and just cover it was gone. Like, and I knew from like when Forces came out, I just couldn't sustain this, And I don't know. For me to come back to Sonic, like as a Sonic tuber, like obviously I'll always be a fan, but to come back as a Sonic tuber, there needs to be like 2 to 3 things have to happen for me to like come back properly. I don't mean making discussions on an upcoming game and saying this looks like us because they haven't learned a thing, or like that's not coming back. I said I was semi-retired. I could talk about a new game. That's not hard. I mean to play and be really like excited for that to happen. There's like 3 things. 1, for me to come back as a Sonic tuber. 1, Unleashed on Steam with heavy mod support. I'm talking like Werehog stage mods, the works. I want to see like crash levels ported into the Werehog, like everything. Like, 2, they need to make a Sonic Studio. Like, there's a fan project for Sonic Studio right now, but they need to make like something like that. Maybe the fan project will be enough. I don't know, but it's not gonna be on consoles, right? But they need to do that. Like Whitehead's team needs to be like, yo, we need to make the Sonic version of Mario Maker. We need to make it good. We need to make it extensive, tons of zones. Like, so there's always content. Like that, something like that. So that'll be the second thing. Third thing, what I'm gonna say, like, fucking good 3D Sonic game with, good mod support. Like just like the works. That's the only thing that could bring me out of the Sonic depression. Not a fucking movie, not a racing game. It has to be like a real overturn. I actually appreciate the honest reactions the most. Even if it's an a reaction, at least I know what you think of it. Yeah, but truth be told, that's like the minority opinion. Most people want me to be excited. That's why they watch, right? They don't want to see me like all fucking depressed and shit. Like when I'm covering like mods, like, oh, like, and the thing is with the Forces mods, I wasn't even trying to be depressed. It's just more so that I couldn't fake the enthusiasm. Like, I mean, I guess you could try and fake it in the intro, but it's not even fake. When you're hyping in the intros, because I genuinely like making content. I like making videos for you guys. So even when I'm covering some shit that I may not like as much, the intro's always gonna be hype because it's like, yeah, I get to record a video, but then the thing I'm playing will wear me down. You watch my Forces playthrough, the intro starts off like, yo, like, we're about to play, and then halfway in, just like, I'm still playing this, you know. So people don't want to see that. The truth is, they want to see the good reactions, and this is kind of what Etika was talking about. Like the internet, you create this like this part of this image of what you want to be, and usually it's just taking a legitimate part of you, but then showing just that part. I don't show the negative. I don't show the bad shit. You just see the hype reactions. You don't see the down periods. I don't show that. Why would I show that? Why would I want everyone to see that? You know, I come here to escape those feelings. I don't come here to show them off to everyone, right? So, you know, so when I'm doing YouTube, if I record a video and I don't sound excited enough, I feel like, oh, people aren't gonna like this video, you know. So I would try my hard. I was trying my hardest when I was covering those forces mods to not be like, you know, negative and act all sad and shit. I couldn't do it. Like, it was wearing me down. Like, yeah, the forces were cool, whatever. I couldn't do it. So that's why I could only do discussions, because I don't have to play anything. I could just talk, you know. But deep down, you know, like Twip likes discussions. He wanted to be a channel that did discussions, and that's good for him. Like, he's doing well now. But for me, I always wanted to be a channel where I played, you know, like I think of like Dashi, like one of my favorite YouTubers, and I'm just like, I wanted to be a player, you know. I mean, I can make discussion. I like certain things I have to talk about. I'll discuss, but I was always the guy who wanted to play the thing, you know. That's what I'm trying to do on the new channel. So yeah, I can make discussions on Sonic and be like, yo, this is what's happening, but ultimately it wasn't as fulfilling as me getting excited playing shit. And if I can't get excited playing shit, then what am I doing, you know? Someone said Premi's Nigerian. I'm Ghanaian, I'm not Nigerian. Someone said Ghanaian people are annoying as fuck. Wow. I bet you thought I was Nigerian. Someone said talk about 90s hip hop. I will say this: Me Against the World by Tupac, probably my favorite body of work ever. Like the most cohesive album. Like, I was listening to that today because that's what I listen to when I'm kind of feeling down. So I was listening to that. You know, I was listening to 808s and Heartbreak. I was listening to Man on the Moon. You know, shout out Cuddy. You know, all the sad shit. You know, I listened to that Joseph on Deck song as well. I've actually known about Joseph on Deck for years. Like, I knew about him from years ago. I listened to Weed and Boyz with Khalifa. You know, like, I was just kind of going through a rabbit. I listened to Iceman's mixtape as well. Like, you know. What do you think about Doggy Style? I mean, that's a classic. I mean, that's an obvious one. Please note, may delete uploaded courses. We set a total number of stars and or restrict their access to course world in the following cases. The course included content and market bugs, advantage of bugs, data was modified using unauthorized means. Yeah, they deleted one of my courses before and I had to re-upload it. Comments are no longer available true enough to clear the course due to it. Oh yeah, they terminated Weverse. Yeah, I forgot about that. Well, I haven't logged into this thing in ages. What's this? Notifications. An event course. Is that actually today, or is that just because I haven't logged in since 2017? I haven't logged in since 2017. Wow. Ooh, I earned the new medal. I got a good amount of stars though. For a guy who had like, what, 1K souls in this game first drop, I got a good amount of stars. Yo! Life's lost, courses played. They had like a bookmarking system. I'm gonna see if I can find that. You could show like your whole profile. I'm gonna try and check that now actually. Yeah. I might put it on the main screen. Alright, I'll just put it in the chat so I can quickly access it on the main screen. Gamer Guide, looking forward to getting Mario Maker 2. Mario Maker 2 is going to be hype. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Oh, I don't even have the stream open. Whoops, I can't even check the chat. Didn't think this through. Let me open it quickly. Alright. Yeah, that's what I want to look at. Yeah, so 37 easy clears, 61 normal, 12 expert, 1 super expert. I said this before, but if Nintendo didn't have their draconian copyright shit, I would have like transitioned back in 2015 into like Nintendo stuff as well. My uploaded courses. We're gonna go through it in game, so I don't want to show everything here, but I start a bunch of courses. First clears. Only 6 first clears, really? That it? World records. I still got 41 world records. Shit. Some of these levels have been played 192 times. I used to fight for it because I come back on, I'll be like, someone took my record. Fuck. I'll go back in and I'll take that shit back. Yeah. Could have gotten all the medals if I had a bit more clout, but you know, it is what it is. Let's look at these courses. I wanted to. The whole point of this stream was to like just give a send off to this game and to my Wii U. So I want to go through all my courses, maybe try and beat all of them. You know, and there's some Sonic ones in there too. Since I know my subscribers like that, I'll start off with the easy ones. You got 1 tight jump. You know, simple enough. Let me just see if they delete any of my shit. City Escape is okay. City Escape is still up. 100 jumps easy version, but where's 100 jumps main version? Did they delete? No, that's still there. Snake Runners is there. I had Emerald Coast as well, right? No, I had Emerald Hill. Did they delete Emerald Coast? Are you serious? Oh no, Emerald Coast is there. Okay, so since they deleted City Escape from before, they haven't deleted it again, which is cool. As you can see, actually Emerald Coast has still got less plays. But yeah, that was a popular course. So I'm gonna go through my levels just to kind of send off, you know. This one is a pretty easy one. It's just 1 tight jump. Man, I missed this game. So basically, the whole point was that you couldn't just do that. You had to like build momentum. Yeah. And there's a delay because capture card preview window, so it makes everything harder. So I'm probably gonna have to look at the gamepad to do this. So if it looks like I'm looking down, that's why. Ugh, fuck. Yeah, so I could have made this level hard and just put a bottomless pit down there and it would have been like a shitty clear rate, but because I put like, you know, a door there, it means that you can keep trying and not losing lives. Plus people tend to not star levels that are too hard. You need to like, I remember now, you have to like get the momentum like at the tip. So like just at the tip, then you jump. So where I land, you have to like jump and then like get the spin in. Someone said, I hope the new channel blows up one day. I know how it feels to want to move on with other shit. Yeah, like I don't want people to think I abandoned Sonic. It's just not like that. I think it just broke me down. You know, it's just I wish it didn't have to be this way. I'm probably not gonna beat this. I'm sucking so hard right now. It's my own fucking level. Or maybe not. Just had to get that right jump. You gotta like jump at the tip of the platform after building momentum and then spin at the right time. What annoys the hell out of people is that all Mario Maker levels are beatable. I guess. I mean, yeah, every level is beatable, so if you can't beat it, it's kind of weird. Breaking into an aquarium. I just made a level. I wanted to make a level that was just kind of different. I just thought, what if I made like an aquarium in Mario Maker, and it's like instead of like regular sea animals, you've got like Mario animals. Oh, I'm gonna miss costumes. That's the only thing I'm really gonna miss from Mario Maker 1 is costumes. Like Game Explain were like talking about all these other things they're gonna miss, like the fact that you can't shake shit in like, you know, in the course designer. I'm just like, really? Like that shit was cool at the beginning. Same with like those little death Easter eggs. I'm like, they were cool at the beginning, but after a while, I was just like, I'm glad they're making a more refined game. And added, and they said there was less charm in Mario Maker 2. Like I was kind of annoyed when he said that. Like I was looking at the treehouse footage. In Mario Maker 2, you can create a castle-themed night level where you are swimming. Castle-themed night level, you are swimming, and the lava is rising up and chasing you. You are swimming in water, lava is rising up and chasing you in a night castle theme, and that's not passion. That's not charm. He said it was too rigid, like it wasn't as free as the previous game. I'm like, I'm seeing some of the shit you can do, and I'm just like, they're adding elements all over the place. You know, you can swim in a castle theme at night, and the lava is chasing you. Like, someone said, I like how Mario Maker 2 is more focused. It's more free than the first. Yeah, like, it's just, I don't know what they were saying. I don't know. I think he was just too used to the original. Like, he had some kind of nostalgia. I understand the gamepad making it easier to make levels, and I understand the costume thing, but aside from that, I just feel like, oh fuck, I forgot they can actually leave there. I forgot about that. So if you guys don't know, SMB1 is kind of my favorite art style in the game. Maybe New Super Mario Bros is my favorite in terms of mechanics, but SMB1, like, I just have so much nostalgia for this game. I played it on NES, like my friend had an old one, and something about this art style just gets to me. I love it. Like, every time I get an SMB1 level, I'm just happy. It's not just because of costumes. I just really love it. Like, when I play the original SMB1, the control is so shit, it just annoys me. But then I play this, and it's got the new Super Mario Bros. Physics, and it's got this beautiful, like, sprite-based art style that they've repurposed and, like, remade in, like, HD, widescreen. I love this art style. Like, people may prefer 3's art style, or World, or, you know, New Super Mario Bros. Or 3D World. I love this art style. What's up, Beats? Have you ever considered developing a Sonic fan game or ROM hack of your own? At one point, I think I was gonna make, well, I wasn't gonna make it, but I thought about making like a ROM hack where I just combined my favorite zones from Sonic 1, 2, 3, and Knuckles. Like, just picked my favorites and then just combined it into its own little, like a playlist basically of my favorite zones, and then you'd play them. So maybe you'd start from like Green Hill, go to Marble, and then skip straight to Sonic 2, or, I mean, I'm not saying I'll skip all those. I don't know yet. I don't know the exact zones I would have picked, but I would have curated my favorite zones from the classics and then put them together into one little game, and it'll be like the Prem collection. In terms of like fan games, I don't know. I said one day I was gonna develop. One day, like, if I had the time, I would have like an indie team and do like a. I wanted to make a game inspired by Sonic Heroes, like a team-based platformer. But it probably wouldn't be a fan game, just like something inspired by Sonic Heroes. Like, but I'm hoping that some indie dev is out there making something like Heroes. You know, we got Spark 2, which I'll be playing on the non-Sonic channel, by the way. So the fish doesn't stay in the box, which is why I had to put the star there. Yeah, I'm hoping one day they make that, because Spark 2 is basically inspired by Adventure, and I think that's the beginning of an era where we get a lot more indie projects that are inspired by, you know, the Sonic stuff. Can they come out of here? No, they're stuck in, I think. I don't know. Someone said Crash Team was made to kill off the franchise, and now we got a remake. Oh, Crash Team Racing. That's a fun game. Look out for the Premier List video. I'm gonna edit that. I'm gonna get it out for tomorrow, I promise. Because I wanted to get it out before Mario Maker. So yeah, this level, if I didn't explain it already, oh shit, I forgot about that. This is basically, it's an aquarium full of Mario, like, enemies. That was what I was going for. But because you can't put the swimming in a specific area, Mario still has to swim, when in reality, you know, they should be in the pool and you shouldn't, but you know. Alright, I forgot, I have to get the key. The key is in one of the enemies, so I need to like bait all the enemies until I get the key. I remember hiding it pretty well so you couldn't get it quick. It was probably one of these last ones. Yo, Premi, translate this. Kwasia wabodam. Foolish, you're stupid. I'm Tree, so I know these things. You know, I mean, I don't speak it fluently, but my mom speaks it to me, so I understand a lot of it. You know, the important ones. You know, the ones they always tell their kids, like, you know, Yakum, you know, Kodako Jerry, you know, because you know your boy be on that gamer shit, you know. If you know, you know. So these bloopers are so active, I had to like put all these stars here and these P blocks. This level was slow paced and very charming. Yeah, like I wanted to make a lot of hard levels, but I still wanted to make a few like chill ones because, you know, not because like not because I'm like Azuka who likes to make everything easy, but because I know that easier levels get more stars, and I wanted more stars. Like, truth be told, not to say I wanted to make this harder. This is just kind of a cool thing I wanted to do. What happened to Gamer Guy's Twitter? He deactivated it. Alright. So that was that level. Savage, play your course one touch up. I'm guessing that's someone from chat. Thank you for the star. Donut bounce. Oh, this was a tough one. I'm gonna save that one for a bit. 100 jumps, easy version. So I had this level called 100 jumps, 100 seconds, and most people sucked at it because the last jump was pretty tight, and I wanted to make the last jump so tight that it was the tightest possible jump that you could make, and I did that when I was making the level, and it was just so tight that I had to even make it easier, and even when I made it easier, it was still hard. I actually got to play this on stream and he couldn't beat it. Yeah, Gamer Guy, like, the whole time I was on Twitter yesterday, I just had Etika on search and was just fucking going through like videos and tweets. Like, I woke up just like feeling like shit today, and I was just going through Etika videos. That was it. I don't know, I couldn't do anything else. I couldn't edit, I couldn't focus. You know, I was shedding tears. You know, like, and I was on the phone to my older brother. I was just like, you know, I'm not really like one to like talk about my feelings to a lot of people. But I just had to be like, yo, like, I fucking love you, you know that, right? Like, because Etika lost his older brother, and you could tell that shit hurt him. You know, if you know what it's like to have an older sibling, like, you know, firstborn or whatever. So I just had to be like, yo, like, I fucking love you, like, you know that, right? Like it's like, I don't say it enough. I'm not good at expressing those things, but like, it's true. So this level's called 100 jumps, 100 seconds. So you're supposed to do 1 jump a second, but obviously I was kind of rambling, so, you know. But most jumps can be done in quicker than a second. Plus, I remember this level pretty well. So the whole point is, yeah, if you pace yourself and do 1 jump a second, you should pretty much be fine. But it gets harder and harder and harder until you die. Anyway, I gotta go sleep. Alright, see you later, gamer guy. So it starts off kind of somber, and then it gets more like intense as you see it gets to the castle area. So really, the best way to do it, the way I first did it, beat this level, was to do it 1 jump at a time. But then you kind of get cocky and you just start doing this. But if you mess up and fall and you hurt yourself, then well, that's what you get for taking the risk, right? I don't know why I put that power up there. I think it was just to take the piss, really. Shouldn't have done that. Alright, go here. I'm supposed to be looking at the gamepad. This is why I'm slacking. Cause looking at the preview window, gamepad is smoother. It doesn't have any lag. I said that and it just lagged on me. I swear it lagged on me. What if Etika? Look, Etika's gone. Like, oh God, like the moment I saw the video, I was pretty sure he was gone. Like, it was so fun. The way he was talking, I was convinced that he had done something. You know, I mean, when I first watched the video, I was like, maybe he hasn't done something, but then I read the description and I was like, no, he's done something. Even still, I didn't want to believe it, but I felt like he had done something. And then they said he was missing, and I was like, yeah, he's gone. Like, the way he was talking, like, in the past tense, like, you know, it was a good life, but for it to be cut so short, like, as if he wasn't the one, you know, cutting it short. Like he was so determined. That's how I knew. And then when they found his belongings, like, people were still in denial then, but once they found his belongings, I knew at that point. I got mad. I was angry. Not at him, at the situation. Like, I was going off on Twitter. I was mad. Like, anyone who left a fucking clown meme, I was just like, what the fuck? Like, you know, people don't realize the severity of shit. Like, I still can't even believe this happened. Like, I'm playing this game right now, and I still can't believe. I don't even feel like it's real. Like, I feel like it's just a bad dream. Like, I feel like there's gonna be a Nintendo Direct announcement, and Etika's just gonna go live. Like, man. I'm out of time, aren't I? Yeah, I'm not even gonna make this. Yeah, I'm not even gonna make it. Ugh. Have you seen that guy, Jake Station, did a video called Etika Board Challenge 3 AM? No, I haven't seen that. I mean, a lot of people have been trying to capitalize off content and shit like that. You know? People that weren't really fans or just trying to get views, you know? I'm gonna play the easy version of this course first because clearly I'm sucking hard. Which I thought everyone who couldn't beat it was just a fucking pleb when I first played the level. But obviously I was the one making it, so it was easy. Actually, this 100 jumps level, the main version, if I can remember quickly, I'm pretty sure I made this on a video. Yeah, I designed this. I filmed it, so you can actually see like the whole process of me making this level. Like, it sped the fuck up. It took hours. So yeah, I forgot about that. I'm gonna play the easy version because I'm kind of sucking hard. So the easy version, it's just called 100 jumps. There's no 100-second limit, and a lot of the pits and all that stuff are gone. And the jumps, there's a lot less hazards. Like, there's coins showing up there instead of enemies, you know. So if you fall down, it's not really much of a problem, you know. And obviously you got all the time in the world, so you can really pace yourself. And the jump at the end, which was really tight, which I still haven't shown you guys yet because, you know, I couldn't get that far. But yeah, that jump was made a lot easier. I might just go into course editor to show you that jump because I'm kind of feeling lazy to beat it. I know I can beat my level, but, you know, because I had to obviously beat it to, you know, upload it. And I beat it several times after I uploaded it. So amazing to see how many creators are sharing those extra respects. Thank you. Yeah, like, man, I just wish I could have met him. It sucks because if I had just gone to America, I probably would have. But just, you know, man, so many streams I watched, so many videos I watched, and it's just like, I feel like, you know, when he said like the internet will move on, they'll forget him, you know, not to sound horrible, but like I went on Twitter today and like barely anyone was talking about it, like on my feed. Like, everyone said everything yesterday, and I feel like, wow, just like that, you know, like, I wasn't over it, you know. I'm not saying they were over it, you know, that's what it just felt like, you know. I'm not trying to act like that or play some kind of moral card or anything. So that last jump was a lot tighter. But yeah, it felt weird. You know? You know, I don't think I'll ever forget. You know, like, I'm just that kind of person. You know? I just hope the feeling gets easier. Like, you know, but right now, like, I don't know. I'm about to pussy out and just go into the core spot. Like, I know I can beat the level. Like, it's my level. I beat it in the video, so I'm just gonna, like, I want to show off that one jump. Don't know why I'm downloading the course that I probably already have downloaded, but I'm feeling too lazy to find it. Yeah, let's put it there. Oh yeah, that Sonic Runners course to the left of it, there. I used that for a meme. Beat said he saw Green Hill. Yeah, that wasn't my course. I think it was someone else's course. How do you speed through this? Oh yeah, hold run. How do I go into the pipe? No, I wanted to go into the pipe. How'd you play? There's a way to like play exactly from where you land, right? Okay. I forgot how to make shit. Like, I'm rusty as fuck. I just wanted to show off that, like, the last part because I was stacking so hard I couldn't even show off. Alright, let me use the gamepad. Wow, the gamepad is lagging. It just lagged on me. Shit. It is wireless, so... Yeah, these jumps start to get tight. And you get here, then you take a mushroom. Then you gotta ditch Yoshi, sorry. Sorry, PK. Then there's less coins. Then it's like, oh shit, there's one platform. Then there's a donut. And then... Doesn't seem that tight, because I remember how to do it, but it's kind of a tight jump. Someone says they prefer Little Big Planet 2. Cannot wait for a sequel tomorrow. I played a bit of Little Big Planet when it was new. I think it was the first one, not the second one, but yeah. How do I go back to Course World? I'm so rusty in this game. 300 hours and I can't even play it. Ugh. People stop talking about mental health because it should be mental even before all this. Yeah, like... People have limited energy and resources to deal with other people because everyone's got their own shit, right? And as a result, you know, they don't have the time, I guess. It's hard to help someone when you're too concerned about your own shit. Of course, if your friend was going through some shit and there was a crystal ball and it said if you don't call him now or go and help him now, then he's gonna go and off himself, then obviously at that point you'd be like, you drop everything. But when you don't know, you just kind of like take shit for granted, you know? What level was this? Run, jump, spin. Oh yeah, people said this level was hard. This is like the easiest level I made. It's just that they didn't know how to play it. I literally just like run, jump, spin, and I just hold the run and jump button and I just do one spin. That's it. Such a simple level. People are struggling so hard on this one because they didn't realize it was just simply hold, run, and jump, and then do one spin in the air. Well, okay, you have to... Maybe I could have timed it, but I don't know. So it wasn't a perfect timing thing, but you know. Okay, I think I got it now. And then you go here, and then hit that. I wish you were on Twitch right now. I'd click the hell out of that. But I'll keep the stream up. I never gave Etika any bad vibes or made horrible comments that you mean. I don't know how to make it. I always try to be supportive of Etika. all-time stream, especially tweets. Yeah, that's all we can do, really. If you didn't really know him as a person, there's not much you could have done except been supportive, you know, and not made clown jokes. This part is a bit harder because you can't see yourself, so you can't time those spins. Oh, if you fall down, then it sends you back, I think, from what I remember. Oh, there's a door that sends you to the castle area, but you can't actually end the stage. That's just a little mini troll, I guess. So many levels. Alright, let me show off City Escape. Actually, it's best to, cool stream as always from. Hope you keep your spirits up alive. Recent events. Thank you, Andy, for the donation. I feel weird taking a donation, considering, like, the kind of tone of the stream. I wanna show off a video before I play City Escape, because people were like, "Is it really City Escape?" You know, because it's kind of hard to recreate City Escape in SMB1 and have everything look obvious. So what I did was, in the video, I explained heavily what was what, so that people would be able to, you know what was what I was referencing. This is referencing this part of City Escape. This is referencing that. So that it was a bit more clear. But people then got annoyed at me and said, "Well, you're talking all over the thing." Because I used there's this YouTuber called Bolby. He does like 8-bit, 16-bit remixes of Sonic shit. Very amazing remixes. You should definitely subscribe to him. And he did a remix of City Escape in 8-bit. So when I made that City Escape video, I used that music in the background, and I think I added Sonic sound effects as well, and it sounded really good. But because I commentated on top of it, people were mad, even I was trying to explain the stage. So eventually I found the non-commentary version, and then I uploaded that separately. So I'll probably play both versions, but yeah, I might just play this video because I wanted to explain why it was City Escape. People didn't get it, so I'm gonna put the stage. And this is the old code because the track got deleted, the course got deleted. So the new code is this. But yeah. Versions. But it just I just like listen to the enthusiasm in my voice. This is September. Like, I loved what I was doing. Like, you know, like with Sonic in general, and you could just feel it. And I don't have it anymore. Let's get into this. But yeah, this is one of my favorite stages. If you see, I put the hexagon pattern there because I didn't want the video to get flagged by Nintendo because they were flagging everything. So, you know. I had the intro as well, I remember. No food or movies. I'm out of here. Alright, so as you can see, we just jumped off the helicopter with our board. Now we're gonna start riding down the road, rolling around at the speed of sound. Make sure that you jump on the shell and stay in the middle at the beginning part, and then okay, I'm not for the commentary. I prefer the non-commentary. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, I like running better. I prefer the non-commentary version. You have that nice remix in the background. I forgot to add sound effects there. But yeah, this is obviously the board part of City Escape. I had to make use of the space, which is why it's all like all over the place. Yeah. So Kobe actually played this on his channel when it was back in 2015. I sent it to him. And then this is obviously like when you go into like the green area of the stage, the first green area, you go down the rails. I use rail sound effects, and then you come back to the road, and then I added a star here, and then I used the Sonic 3 music. I don't know why I guess this is more making it, but yeah. So you're on the road, you're running down the road, there's ramps and shit, you know, like, obviously there wasn't a lot of space, so it was very compact, so, you know, it doesn't feel like City Escape unless you explain everything. And then the whole, like, big loop that goes all the way down, so I added that extra set there so you can really feel like you're going down. And then when you go down, then there's 2 red poles, which I use the Koopas to like replicate that. So I didn't want to just upload it on commentary because I knew that people wouldn't get everything, and then they'll be like, "This is a City Escape." And that coin over there like bothered the fuck out of me. Like when I noticed it, I was like, "Fuck, there's a coin there that I can't remove because the stage already got like traction." How did you make the audio for the level? Legit, just went into the video editing software, added sound effects for everything, and then the music was obviously from Bolby, and that was it. So this is like the last section before Gun Truck, and then you go in to the Gun Truck section. There was no 8-bit remix for that, so it was just straight Gun Truck. And I kind of added the spikes because like Jens had that, and it, you know, I wanted to feel like there was a Gun Truck that flashed, but there's no truck. So the spikes from Jens really helped set the scene, you know. And you do have that tight jump, and then I wanted to add a bit of intensity, so I put the donuts there, you know, so all the Bowsers. But if you get hit, it's cool, it's mushrooms. And then, yeah. And then that's pretty much it. What Sonic fan game is this? Mario Maker. It's Mario Maker. Alright, let's play the level. It's not gonna be the same without the cool audio, which is kind of why I wanted to play the video first. But yeah, it's nice to just go through these levels. I'm gonna miss costumes though. So I remember when Kobe played this, he was kind of struggling with it because obviously it's not hard. It's not easy to just say land on the shell. I put the down arrow there to try and make it clear, but it's not clear, and it's not that easy. Like, you have to time it. If you don't land on the shell, then the whole level's broken. So it's very important, and you have to like time it. Yeah, got it now. If only I had one wish I used to bring Etika back to life. Man. It's always the ones you least expect, you know? Like, I said this on Twitter, but if you had said that this is where it would be, like, a year from now, I would have laughed in your face. Like, I wouldn't have believed it. Like, Etika? Really? Him? Of all people? Like, no. But here we are. The music really sets the tone. Without the music, it feels, like, kind of weird. I'm gonna miss costumes, but at the same time, I'm not that mad because I really played the fuck out of this game and like pretty much almost every costume, and it's like I've experienced it now. And I get that they probably sacrificed the costumes because it would have complicated the multiplayer. Because if there's like a Sonic Amiibo costume, people are playing as Mario and Luigi and Toad and all that. Like, what are they gonna do? Like, are they gonna make green Sonic, you know, pink Sonic just to make the multiple character thing work? It just seemed like too much hassle. I can see why they didn't do it. So it makes sense. And dead. Oh, of course. This was back before, because checkpoints were not in Mario Maker 1 until an update. So this is one of those levels from that era where there's no checkpoints. So like proper, like, you know, you had to do everything in one go. I remember when they added checkpoints to Mario Maker 1, that shit was like legendary. You know, people like, finally, like, you know. But you still can't restart a level from checkpoint. So I remember people would fall into like trap areas where it's like you have to restart a level, but because they passed the checkpoint, they can't restart the level because they take them back to the beginning. So they would have to like on stream wait out a level assuming they were like one of those streamers who doesn't skip levels, and it was just like, you know, I don't think they've added it to Mario Maker 2 either. I hope they do. Just skip that. So I think the perfect sequels are one's better than the predecessor, but still have something worth going back to the first game for. I mean, I guess it's kind of weird, because had they added costumes to Mario Maker 2, there would be legit zero reason to go back to the original, like, legit. Except, you know, maybe Game Explain, they feel like they got a bunch of reasons, I don't know. But for me, costumes like the only thing I could see myself going back to this for, just for that. So, I don't know. I mean, isn't the goal of a sequel to improve upon the original? If they make a sequel that's so good that it makes it harder to play the original, did they fail? Or was the original not good enough to begin with? Or was the sequel just somewhat like with a level creator? If you make a better level creator, why go back to the previous one? You know? I guess it's one of those things. Whereas with a game, like a regular game, even if you feel like the sequel is better, it's still a separate, unique experience to the original. Whereas the level creator is like, this is a better level creator, you know? Just get this one. So it's a bit more complicated than Mario Maker. Like Mario Maker was a top 5 game of all time for me, and I don't see myself going back to it because they made a 2. It's so weird. It's not like I'll never play Sonic 1 again because they made Sonic 2 and that was better. You know, of course I'll go back to Sonic 1. I have to. It's Sonic 1. But with Mario Maker, it's like, why go back to Mario Maker 1 when there's 2? Aside from, like, yeah, costumes. This level is Nokia Snake. I tried to recreate Snake, because, you know, I came from that era of those old school Nokia phones. My first phone was, like, the long blue Nokia with the small antenna. You know, so Snake was definitely a part of that. So I wanted to recreate the experience of playing Snake. So I used the Key 2, or the Cloud, and the goal is to collect 15 coins. So basically a clear condition, but it wasn't actually implemented in this game. So I was relying on people's trust to actually collect the coins, which of course, if you want a world record, you're gonna cheese it, you know, which I don't even think world records are implemented in the game at the time when this level was made. So people that skipped the coin collecting were just being dicks. But yeah, so the whole goal is just to collect the coins and then go to the end and just have a little bit of fun playing Snake. Well, Snake won, clearly, because you can't go through the walls, but someone said, this is how I feel about Mania. It's not Sonic and Knuckles 2, it's just HD completion. Not a true sequel, I don't care what Sega Arrow says. I mean, Mania is great, but maybe because I kind of grew up with the old games as well. Like, I just kind of, it could never replace the old games, you know? For me, Mania is like, I'm kind of cheating there. I'm supposed to use the Cloud. I'm supposed to feel like Snake. For me, Mania is like, there's like 3 zones in Mania back to back that are just like an amazing experience. Like, I would play Mania just to go, this is what I would do. Like, I'd play Chemical Plant, right after it, Studiopolis, right after it, Flying Battery, and then I'd quit the game when it got to Press Garden Act 1. Like, those 3 zones back to back were just so amazing. Not to say that I didn't like any other zone in the game, but those are the ones that really stood out to me. The ones that I could see myself going back to. But the overall game, I just don't think was better than 2 or 3K, you know? But the soundtrack was so good that it just carried it, you know? That I could play the game just for the music, you know, like Hydrosity Act 1. Like, oh god, that remix. This level says you have 10 seconds, go down. It's literally just going down. Very simple. Sometimes I made these. I was never really the best course creator, so, you know, like, very basic levels. So, technically have to go up to use the door. But the whole point is that the pipes were not in order, so you're holding down, and you can't really see where the end is, because you just keep going from place to place, and it just looks confusing. So you just keep holding down the whole way through, feeling like you're making no progress whatsoever. And then you go there, and then that happens. And some people will try and cheese it and go to the end. Don't do that. Like, it's just like a troll. What you're supposed to do is do it that way. I think I put some fail safes in there to stop people from actually trying to jump over it, but I can't remember now. I might actually I might have to go into like the course editor and check that. I might download this and we'll see. Someone said Oil Ocean is the best. So I loved Oil Ocean in Sonic 2. I don't fucking care. I fucking loved Oil Ocean. Like, no joke. Oil Ocean was lit in Sonic 2. The Mania one, I liked the thing that you could do with the fire shield. I liked the submarine thing. I didn't like the boss. Alright, I want to see if I want to look at the end quickly. Oh, I remember now, yep. So if you got there and you were like, oh, I'm not going to go through the pipe, I'm going to, then bam, that was it. If you came from, because there's a part where you come from here. If you came from here and you jump down, well, you can't get in, you're fucked. You could go through that pipe, which would just take you here, which would then take you back there. Yeah, I remember that. Someone said I played 06 before and it's amazing. 06 boys. I started saying 06 boys because of Joy-Con boys, if I recall correctly. Who needs ground? This is one of my first levels. 11th September. Is it in order of date? 14th September. 15th. Yeah, that was my first level. Who needs ground? So I think this was just like bounce on a bunch of enemies. Another basic level, nothing like... Oh, I used Sonic here as well. I just used Sonic on my first level because, you know... Let's see if I can actually play this. I was saying this before on Twitter, but Mario Maker made a lot of people, like, step up their skill at 2D Mario. Because Nintendo would never make some of these ridiculously hard courses. I'm not saying this is ridiculously hard, but in general, like, when Game Explain, when Andre made that Super Meat Bros level... That shit took me 2 hours to beat, you know. And now a level like that gets made, 10 minutes I'm beating that shit. Like, it's just like, we all got better because we saw so many tough levels in Mario Maker that just, you know, that just like made us raise our skill. How long have we been live for? I don't know if I'm gonna play all the levels. I mean, I feel like I should, like, so I have like an archive of it, you know. But we'll see. Emerald Hill. I'm trying to remember if I made a video on this. Let me check my channel. I think I made a video on it. Yeah, I did make a video on it. Is this my Emerald Hill? Because I remember someone else made an Emerald Hill. That's Green Hill.
They went in. They went.
That's someone else's Green Hill.
Ah, got Yoshi. I've got this other stage here called Sonic 1 Memory. Now, I don't think it's based off any specific Sonic stage, but I downloaded this. But yeah, this is my stage. So what you got to do, right? I wanted it to feel like a classic Sonic game. So what I did, right? You go to the top here, and I messed up. Ignore that. Ignore that. We'll pretend that didn't happen. All right. Okay, we got Sonic here. What we're supposed to do is go jump, 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 jump. Ah, I messed up.
I really found that hard.
One. Still classic Sonic, right? All right.
Is this my Emerald Hill?
Nice.
I don't think this is my Emerald Hill.
All right, man. Let me show my stage for those of you who are...
That's not my Emerald Hill. So I never made a video on my Emerald Hill. But yeah, I made an Emerald Hill as well. Just I think so, this is one of my earlier levels, so I wanted something simple. It's not even a proper recreation. It's just like a loop-de-loop, you know, and a little bit of level. But yeah. So I guess there was like a bottom route and a top route. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? And if you get the star, then you could like... Was there only one star? Okay, no. Let's get another star. And then I made like a fake loop-de-loop. I'm thinking with Mario Maker 2 I could use like the clear pipes to make like fake loop-de-loops. I think that would be cool. Yo, what's up, Augie? It's Augie, right? I always felt like I was not pronouncing it right, but I never had a chance to like bring it up. It's Augie, right? It's not orgy, right? How many levels is it? 16 courses? I doubt I'll go through all of them. Run jumps, we went through that, went through City Escape, went through 100 jumps. Someone said I think a game like Mario Kart Maker can't fail. Oh yeah, it's Augie, okay. Mario Kart Maker, that would be way too hard to pull off. It's like 3D and shit, you know. I think I have played most of the courses actually. I haven't played Donut Bounce yet. That's a tough one. This was kind of made for clickbait because I wanted to get views. I thought if I made a level called Mario Maker Final Boss, then people will think it's an actual final boss and then they'll watch. I don't know how well that worked. Well, I don't remember how well that. I'm sure for my channel at the time, it helped. I got 8K views for a channel that at the time had, at this point, had under 2K subs, and was covering something out of his regular content, like non-Sonic. I think 8K was cool for that. Alright, see you, Starfield. So this level was basically just enemy spam, but with a lot of fire flowers. So I think you just go in here, and you just basically just had to fight them. That was it. So yeah, kind of enemy spam. Like, not the best level, but I mean, what else am I supposed to do? I can just spam bosses and someone said they want to play Smash with me. I really don't know how to play Smash, so I did make a video on it on my non-Sonic channel, but Smash really isn't my thing like that. It's a cool thing. It's a cool game. Like, very amazing what they're able to do with it, but it's just never something I saw myself playing regularly. You know, if I really wanted to play a 2D fighting game, I'd probably play Street Fighter. That's just something I grew up with a lot. Okay, Bowser, get the fuck down. Thank you. Alright, cool. We just want to have fun with that. One day, okay, look. When I start streaming on Premulous, I'm probably going to do my first Premulous stream this week. When Mario Maker 2 drops, I don't think I'm in the right place to, like, record a proper hype video for now. So I'll do a stream, a bit more chill or stream, just getting familiar with the game. And, just see what the game is about. And then, depending on how that goes, because I don't think I'll pull a lot of viewers because it's the new channel. Probably get, like, under 10. But eventually, I might just like have streams where I just play multiplayer games. Like if it's Mario Kart, just do a tournament and play, or it could be Smash as well. You know, that's something I plan on doing. Something I never really did much on this channel because, well, you know, it's always about Sonic here, right? So I put a failsafe in here because I knew there was going to be some dude who was going to jump here and get stuck. So I actually added blocks where the end of the castle is so you can get back up. I don't know if you'd notice it, but it's there. I put these pipes here as if, yeah, you're just going to go through, but it was pretty obvious that you weren't because you know how the game works. So then you enter this wacky area with all these enemies and everything being thrown at you. It's just like a 9-year-old made this level, but nope. A 20-year-old Prim made this level. And then I put like, yeah, I put the donut blocks there. So the whole adding of the donut blocks, it means that what would have been a simple thing becomes really fucking hard because as you're fighting, you have to remember to not stay at the same place for more than like a second. Otherwise, you're just gonna die due to some fuck shit. And this was before keys was added to the game. So I think you could actually cheese this section by like getting on the platform. If I recall correctly. But, you know, I made it kind of hard because, you know, 2 bosses and whatnot. But I think you could cheese this first section. I'm going to try and see if I can do it now. Yeah, you can. So this is before keys was added to the game. So, yeah. I'm gonna try and watch your streams more often. Thank you. Yeah, I do want to stream on the new channel. I want to just, you know, get used to uploading there because it's kind of like my main channel now. So I just need to get used to it. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna beat this. Let's be real. I can beat it. I made a video on this level as well. So it's called Super Mario Maker Final Boss. I showed it. I forgot, I just showed it. But yeah, so. The ones I've already made videos on, I'm less likely to like force myself to beat. Obviously, Sonic Runners, you know Sonic Runners. I made a video on this one as well. Because, you know, it was Runners, right? This actually did well, 45k.
One jump, so have these rings. Alright, we're gonna do some platform and bounce off the enemies. Obviously, there's no triple jump. Oh, some missiles. Dodge those. Pipe.
I added the music and everything. Alright, let's go through this. Oh my gosh. So the clouds are meant to be like the companions. If you remember, like from the Runners days, that was always the thing. you know, companions. I'm supposed to actually bounce off those like runners, but wasn't really paying attention. Then you have like the top route and then the bottom route. And then it continues here. And then instead of using the loop-de-loop, you go through the door. And that ring was supposed to be like you're entering the Eggman section. So that Eggman will show up and he'd start throwing shit at you. Like when you hit him, then he's like giving you shit. So that was kind of the goal of this. And then it continues to the next area. Which is not really the next area. It's the same area again. I'm saying that as I just remembered it. So it's an exact... It's literally going back. So you can see the coins and shit are disappearing. Because what you're actually supposed to do, I remember now. It was supposed to feel like an endless runner, right? So I didn't make the end clear. So you had to like run through a little gap through a spike wall to get to the end. Yeah, I remember now. And if you don't do it in time because the camera's moving, then you end up going back and repeating the level. And the key clouds just disappear right after because I don't know, like when you go through the second time, they just don't. So you're supposed to go through. You're supposed to go through there, and then it'll take you to the end of the level. And if you can't do it, then well, you keep going endless, right? Endless runner. So I'm not gonna be it. I made a video on it. I did Snake. I did 100 jumps. Don't use your only mushrooms. Another simple one. Just a level where it's a level. There's a block at the end that Small Mario can't defeat. So you're forced to basically make it with your mushroom. And you get one of them, of course. And just a bunch of shit is thrown at you. And the end is right there, and I just messed up. And I keep, yeah. So, when I first made this, I really thought this was a good level. I was wrong. But you can go back in it and get a fresh mushroom, so you don't have to die every time you get hit. You can, like, go back and try again. But sometimes it is easier to restart. I found that the best way to beat it, from what I remember, was you just have to get, like, a good cycle. The best thing is to, like, the moment the mushroom hits, there's, like, a perfect cycle you could get. And it was not that. Have you seen the new trailer of Sonic Runner Survival? I've seen a few of those. But Runner Survival is still Runners 2.0. It's not the original Runners. So that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. They said they can't get that. Oh, I was close. I was close. I'll try a few more times. Yeah, you're supposed to just like run the whole thing. And then like, yeah. It's not that hard. It's just you have to kind of get like a groove. You can't just like, you can't do what I'm doing now. I exited by mistake. Premier, do you have contact with Kobe or not really? I haven't had contact with him since he left, really. We were mutuals on Twitter. We used to talk on Twitter and DMs and stuff. And Matt brought him into a call. So me, Matt, Kirby, and Twip were in a call on Discord. Matt brought him into the call. I don't actually have him as a Discord friend. I don't even think he uses it still. So I haven't been in contact with him since he left. You know, it's a shame. Why am I just standing there? Man, I'm making this harder than it needs to be. Yeah, the whole goal was to get there before Yeah, that's it. Done. I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten today. Just wasn't. I didn't feel like it. Which is kind of weird for me. Alright, I think we've been through most of the levels now. Done Who Needs Ground, did Emerald Hill, Don't Lose Mushroom, 10 Seconds, Runners, Snake, did 100 Jumps, we haven't done Emerald Coast, we did Mario Maker Final Boss, did Run Jump Spin. So it's just Donut Bounce and Emerald Coast, which I think I made a video on Emerald Coast as well, if I can find that. Yeah, I think I was too lazy to add in all the sound effects, so I just kind of added the music and called it a day.
Alright, so here we are at Emerald Coast. So we start off with...
This music's from Bolby again, by the way. I think I linked it. Oh no, the Windy and Ripley is from Bolby. The original Emerald Coast is from someone else. Very good remix, I love this. So annoyed that people say that CD soundtrack is better than like Sonic 2 Sonic 3 soundtrack. I feel like they'd just be saying it just because it's real music and not chip, aside. Because it's like CD audio quality, it's automatically better. When in reality, Sonic 2 and 3 and Knuckles just have way better cool jingles than CD ever could have dreamed of having, That remix is good, but it's like one of my favorite Bolby remixes, like Windy and Ripley. Like the groove on this, like Bolby goes in, like he's the best out of these remixes. This is the way he glides the melody, like. Man, I want to play it eventually. This on repeat, and then he's got Station Square as well, like. Hey, Premi, what's your top 5 worst games? I'm not really one to have a top 5 list because it just feels weird. It's like there's so many games. How can you pick a worst? You haven't played. The real worst, have you? Like, but then I guess you could say that about the best as well. But I don't know. There's just games that I wouldn't play again, and I don't know. Top 5 was. Probably some random shit that you play online, like some just trash, like random online game. Probably would be it, I can't have a bottom list. It just feels weird. You got Emerald Coast. I feel like Emerald Coast people got that one more because City Escape was harder to portray. I used like the gray blocks, whereas with Emerald Coast you could use like the beach, like the mushroom blocks. What's your favorite new feature in Super Mario Maker 2? Ooh, that's a good one. I don't want to be a simpleton, but I feel like slopes is up there. Because it makes the levels feel so much more dynamic. Like, it's not even about the slope and the momentum. It's just an aesthetic to the level that adding slopes You could just add these little slants without having it to look all blocky and shit. But I'd have to go through the features again for me to really know. They added so much. 3D World was a nice addition. Those little cranes that they added. The night themes, all the night themes are gonna be beautiful. The additional styles. It's hard to pinpoint one feature. They did so much. Multiplayer is gonna be good too. I'm gonna love that. Even though I don't really play a lot of stuff in multiplayer, just it's a good feature, you know. That's your loop-de-loop. And then this is like, so I think it's the first loop-de-loop, and then you go into the green and the peach is literally I was copying the original Emerald Coast. So if you were to compare Emerald Coast to this, you'd be like, oh, it goes green here, and then you have the Saw Blade. Yeah, you have the Saw Blade. I can't even remember like if I did it properly or not. Like I'm a bit rusty on my memory. And you go here. I remember I had the Orca section in the game as well. Yeah, this is the Orca section. Yeah, so I used thwomps, and you have to hold right, and then I put the jump in there for the little spring, like the dash panel area where you, like in the middle of the Orca section is a dash panel, so the jump was there for that. I wish they added some kind of dash panel for Mario Maker. So then you come out of the Orca section, and then you go to the Saw Blade area, and then you have those springs when you're going uphill. This was trying to represent that, but obviously there's no verticality because there's no space. And then this is the area where it's like, you know that area where you do the jumps before you go into the second area, and that thing there, the bullet bill container, reminded me of like that. You know what I'm talking about? That thing when you're going to that area before the second part of Emerald Coast. There's that little block, that tower thing. That reminded me of that. So yeah. So then you go into the second area, and then you're like in a cave. Obviously, you start off in that little cave area when you go into the Windy and Ripley section. I put all these springs here because, you know, like when you're running on the side of the wall in the second section of Emerald Coast, and you want to get to that little small hole area, that small hole area is there. So I don't want to make it too easy, because in the original game, you had to hold the analog in a certain way to make it. So you had one chance, so that's why I put all those final things there. If you don't make it, tough. Bottom route, that's it. You don't get to go to the top route. So that was the whole point, is I wanted to make it feel final. So you can't go back. I'm kind of annoyed because I wanted to go back, but yeah. I died, so now I get to go back. And no checkpoints because it was before checkpoints was added. The springs weren't even needed. I was just there for like to replicate the original stage. Alright. Then go into the Orca section. So this killed a lot of people, obviously, because they didn't know they're supposed to hold right. You know, it's kind of hard to tell people. So I said play heroes to get your mind off your still. So fuck people who clown Etika despite knowing of his illness. I feel like anyone who clowned him and knew is the worst piece of scum. Like, the people that clowned him and didn't know is one thing. Some of them are like kids. They didn't know better. But like, if they really did know, like, I saw some horrible like comments. You know, when he was missing and people were saying he passed away and they were using clown pictures, and I just wanted to like punch some people, you know? Fucking horrible. Horrible. I'm gonna try and get this time. Alright, so that would be the top area. So it's not really that much faster in this scenario, but I had to put it in there. And then it's just more level. It's more accurate to the original than it seems. I just forget, so I can't really explain it better. But just the simple switch from the cream to the green mushroom platform was literally copying the original. But yeah, I don't think I could even play Heroes right now. Like, I'm not really in a place where I'd be playing Sonic. This was supposed to be a loop-de-loop, but I was running out of space in the level, so I made a really small one. And then after that loop, you have that little stretch of land, that little scripted section, and then end of level. So that was Emerald Coast. So I've pretty much done almost every level. I went, did that, went through that, Emerald Coast, final boss, 1 jump spin, city escape, 100 jumps. Only thing I haven't played is Donut Bounce. So Donut Bounce is a really tough level. To this day, I've got 3 clears on it. It wasn't that hard for me once I beat it because I got the hang of it, but I'm gonna show you guys the easy version first, just to give you the idea. So basically, the whole level is a donut on a fixed plane, and you have to balance on the donuts. So you hold run, and I already fucked up. I'm gonna have to reset that. So the whole thing is just balancing on a donut. That's the whole level. So the easy version is easy because, well, there's more lifelines, and most importantly, well, you'll see in a second why it's so easy. Man, I'm really I'm stacking on the easy version. Oh, I remember now. I'm not supposed to press the jump button. I'm supposed to just spin. The reason why this is the easy version is because in the main version, there was spikes lining up these whole walls. So if you fell, it was basically an insta kill. And yeah, so you'd have to stay on the donut. Whereas the easy version, you can essentially skip for a while because you're gonna need the donut here. Well, actually, there's platforms here. You can't, yeah. So you'd have to balance throughout this whole thing. No checkpoints. All of this area will be covered in spikes, so you have to stay on the donut. So you can imagine it's a pretty tough level when you think about it. And then here, for example, I think there was death here. I don't remember, but you know, the main version is pretty tough, I'll admit. But I kind of just was able to beat it because I guess it's my level and I practiced it a lot as I was making it. I gave you 3 1-ups, obviously, and then level beat. I did cover this level. Yeah, I think I covered it in this video here. 808 views. Wasn't a really popular video. Hope you start to feel better and the rest of the stream goes well later. Alright, bye, Captain Slow. Thank you for tuning in. Yo, you got in the groove. Alright, I'm gonna give the main version a go. I'm probably not gonna beat it because rusty as fuck. But you'll see what I mean. It's a tough level. Like, you know, 3 completions and 1,700 attempts. Probably the lowest clear in any of my levels. 0.17%. I'm gonna compare it now actually. That's 46%. That was an easy level. 22%. 55%. Yeah, 0.17. 100 jumps, easy version. Only 34% on this level. I'm surprised. I mean, I guess there's bottomless pits, but still. And then City Escape, only 8%, probably because of the shell section. Run, jump, spin, 1%. Now it's pretty low. 3.59 on that. Emerald Coast did decent, 16%. 100 jumps was 1%, so even that was higher. The snake level was pretty low considering you could just skip the whole thing. Runners 11%, go down 30. Even going down level was only 30% clear rate. This level was only under 5%. Emerald Coast 47%. Okay, that's decent. Who needs ground? Only 10%. So yeah, donut bounce was my hardest level. Like if we're going off the stats. Alright, I'll give it a go. Probably won't be it, but worth a shot. Yeah, the whole thing is just laced with spikes. I'm gonna try and look at the gamepad for this. Yeah. It's a tough level. I was so good at it at one point that it just didn't even feel that hard. Which I guess anyone would feel that way with their own levels. But given how rusty I am with Mario Maker, like I haven't played it in so long, I'm not surprised that I'm struggling so hard now. Basically, a lot of it's just spinning and just manhandling the D-pad so that you stay on balance. Sometimes you have to go on the other side of the donut because of the way the spikes are. It's truly a test of, like, you know, endurance. I'll see how far I get. I'll try and get a bit further before I end it. Oh fuck. Do you have Crash Team Racing on Switch? I got it on PS4 Pro. Wow, I was reading chat. Kinda messed up. Alright, I'm gonna leave it. I want to show off the level, but man, the time will take me to like relearn this. I think I was spinning too much, definitely. You're only supposed to spin in certain areas, but I might go through it in course spot and just like, I mean, there's no point because you have to wait for the donut to show up. But yeah, it's a good level. I'll just show off the video quickly because way quicker. I think I showed off the aquarium level and the donut level in this video. Yeah.
So essentially, what we're supposed to do with this stage
It took me a while to beat just for the
is
video.
bounce on this bumper, which I call the donut because people call it donuts, and it's on a predetermined path, and there's spikes above and below you, so you literally just have to stay on it. And it's pretty difficult, probably the hardest stage that I've personally made, because I don't know, a lot of people say my stages are hard, but this is the one stage that actually feels truly difficult. So I don't know how many attempts it's gonna take
There's
me.
barely any leeway.
I'll probably edit out
like...
my fails anyway, so you won't know. But yeah, it's a predetermined path. You just follow it on and do not get hit by the spikes, which are literally like everywhere in this stage. They're above you and they're below.
This is probably my favorite level because I feel like it was unique. I didn't see any level like this, so that's probably why it's my favorite level. Not just because it's the hardest, but I feel like the concept was something I hadn't seen on Mario Maker.
I'm styling right now.
I might make a sequel to this for Mario Maker 2, maybe with newer elements or some shit like that.
I'm here jumping, but you're really not supposed to jump. Like, if you jump anywhere apart from that part of the stage, you will hit the spikes.
Someone said you should try playing some bullshit levels on Course World. Don't worry, when Mario Maker 2 drops, they got that endless mode. There's gonna be tons of bullshit. I don't know how I'm gonna handle Mario Maker 2 in terms of content for Premulous, but if you want to see Mario Maker 2 content, I'm gonna stream it on the Non-Sonic channel. I'm thinking I'll probably just play endless mode. That would be like my thing once in a while. And maybe I'll stream viewer levels and then I'll record videos of endless mode, or the other way around. I don't know. I have to decide. When I play it and I get a feel for it, I have to decide. Maybe I'll do both. Maybe I'll do videos on both endless and then occasionally videos of viewer levels. maybe I'll stream endless and also stream you a little. Maybe I'll mix it up.
And you will die. So don't follow my lead. You probably shouldn't jump in this stage. In fact, don't jump in this stage. Just go left and right to stay on the bumper and use the spin jump to help you.
In this part, you can't even see Mario,
like,
so you
now
have to,
I'm
like,
using the
time
spin
it.
jump to help me because that section you can't see Mario. And also, I can use it for like turns and stuff to help me, like, you know, not die and stuff. But anyway,
Yeah,
in
this
this
level was
part,
ridiculous.
I'm gonna go to the right side so I can swerve the spikes on the left side. So if you see spikes on a particular side, you're better off like going on the other side.
And
so
then
you
I
don't get
double
hit.
spin
Like,
here,
see what I'm
Yeah.
doing now?
Yeah.
Spin, go to the left side, swerve,
and then go
spikes
onto the
on the
right
right.
side to avoid
and then we're
hitting
gonna
the
go
spikes.
right and then do the same thing and swerve the spikes
Yeah,
to the
this-
left. But we don't need to spin there because we're going up. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's really not that hard. Alright, so we're almost done yet, but it's not over. There's one
And then
more
I added
challenge
one
here.
little like
You have to land
annoying
on
thing.
that block right there without hitting the spikes. So you got to be really careful.
This was post commentary, by the way, not to ruin it because it was supposed to feel like it was live, but I was trying to commentate live and I wasn't beating the level, so I had to just record it on its own and then post commentate.
Come on, yes, we got it, we got it. It's over. We complete the stage. See, it's not that bad. It's really not that bad.
Donut Bounce Adventure for Super Mario Maker 2. I'll probably remake Donut Bounce. I'll make a new version of it for Mario Maker 2. That would be fun because I think that's my favorite level. I mean, I like the Sonic levels definitely, and I'll probably make a Sonic course at some point for Mario Maker 2. But because there's no costumes, I'll probably make it in 3D world because those clear pipes would make for decent loop-de-loops, I feel. So, you know, but I think I just went through pretty much all my levels. Pretty much showed everything. So yeah, I'll probably dip soon. I might go through a quick easy run on Mario on 100 Mario challenge, star ranking, following. Who am I following? Game Explain, DSS, and then I don't even know who this is. I must have just really liked their levels then because I don't actually know them. And then official. Yeah. Premier, you fake acting like you're playing. Yeah, like I don't know if people already noticed because you know I couldn't commentate live when I was sucking so hard. Oh look, I've got a save from before, from like 2 years ago. Wow. Normal, expert. I really hope they tweak Super Expert in Mario Maker 2 because that was just ridiculous. Like some of the shit you run into. Let's start a new game. Or should we just continue? I don't know. Someone said try doing Super Expert. I dare you. I have actually beat Super Expert once. That required a lot of skips and a lot of getting good levels. But actually, if you want to see me rage at Mario Maker 2, definitely go to the non-Sonic channel. But I did actually Savage played a course Donut Bounce. Thank you. I did actually play Super Expert on this channel years ago. This is the hardest I've ever raged in my life. When I got game over on Super Expert on this video, I'm not gonna spoil the whole thing because it was a pretty fucking bad rage. Like it was a bad rage. And I was so silent from the final levels. I was so frustrated. Like I was trying to like beat a level and I was skipping and I was dying. I got so mad. I don't even want to spoil the whole thing, but I'll give you a sneak preview of the rage. It was bad rage.
Stop.
It was bad rage. I got mad because this was back like in the when I was like doing the Sonic thing, I always had to complete things. Like with Premierless, the new channel, it's just about making an entertaining video. If I get game over, I don't really care. So be it, you know. But with this, it was like I felt like I had to complete it, and because I put that pressure on myself, I got so mad. If I just said, "Oh well, whatever happens, happens," I wouldn't have been that mad. But I couldn't let the game best me, you know. I raged. Lost life. Death to a thwomp. Fuck! I don't give. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not doing this anymore. Oh, you can watch the rest of the video if you want. That was. I raged for the rest of the video. That's another minute plus. Another minute plus of raging. Man. Super expert. That's why Mario Maker 2 made it endless. Because with the endless mode, it doesn't matter if you're shit at Super Expert or as good as DSS. You all end with the game over. There's no completion. There's a how many levels did you make it through, but there's no completion. So you can't really rage on Super Expert anymore when there's no completion. It's just play until you die. That's all. Get a streak. And because easy is going to be so fucking easy, there's going to be some ridiculous streaks on easy. People are going to be going to like thousands on easy. Like, you know. Alright. New game. I'm going to do one easy run because I'm feeling lazy, and then we'll end off the stream. Because we've been live for... You've been live for how long? We've been live for over 2 hours now. So, I'm just gonna do a quick easy run and then we'll end it off. What is this? Okay. LMAO, everyone in it for Game Warps playing Mario Maker, but we're all sleeping on Premier's wage. 38k woke. Actually, I recognize you. You were like a OG fan, like from back then. I recognize that profile. Canalive Maiden, yeah. From like back then. There's a few other people that I remember from the OG days. Tyrese Gaming, Bartel Benkovic. I've been doing YouTube for a while now. It's starting to feel old. I've always wondered what's your favorite anime. I don't really watch anime like that. Like, I did watch Attack on Titan, but I'm very behind on that, so I don't really know what happened. Like, I think I'm a full season or so behind, maybe even 2 seasons behind. But I did enjoy that. Aside from that, the other anime I watched was like Sonic X, you know. Man, I forgot how boring Easy was. I'd probably play normal if it was just 8 stages, but I'm feeling lazy, which is why I picked Easy. Oh, there's another anime actually that I've forgotten the name of it, but I found one episode of it by mistake and I fell in love with it and I said I was gonna watch it. I think I downloaded it. I haven't got around to watching it. It's this anime where like they're like in a school and they put on these uniforms and the uniforms make them powerful. I've forgotten the name, but I downloaded it. I said I was gonna watch it. I haven't got around to it yet. But the uniforms made them powerful, and this chick was trying to like avenge the death of like her father or some shit. Sailor Moon. No, that's not the name of it. It's not that. If I hear the name, I'll remember it. Is the internet cut out? Kill la Kill. Yeah, it's Kill la Kill. It's that. It's that. Definitely that. Oh, easy. Automatic stages all over the place. You mean Shadow the Hedgehog? No. What, there's no uniforms in Shadow the Hedgehog. Oh, when they make automatic stages that just drag on, like, it's just the worst. Like, what is this? I remember how cool automatic stages were, like, for the first, like, 2 days when the game came out. I was like, it's a Mario level, but you don't press anything. Like, it was so cool for, like, 2 days. And then after, everyone was just like, oh, fuck off. Like, oh, another automatic level. Like, leave me alone. Like, you know. Alright. Kill the Kill gets memed as SA2 story because there's many similarities. I didn't know that. I guess I have to watch and find out. Is this a press nothing or a hold right? It's a press nothing. Well, I mean, if the stories are similar, then more reason to watch it, right? You know? Probably means it's good, right? I mean, Eggman lost his dad, right? To the government. Yeah. I can see it. I need to watch it in full to find out. I might need to have like a burner Twitch channel where I can just watch shit and react, knowing that if they ban me, I wouldn't give a fuck because it's just a Twitch. Have to be some secret shit. I wonder if this level will actually let me play, or if it's just going to be automatic again. Okay, we get to play this time. Okay. I was saying this on Twitter, but I said that they need to prevent people from uploading courses with invisible blocks unless they have a certain amount of stars to prevent the trolls from being able to pull shit off. I mean, Mario Maker 2's got like a dislike button now for courses, so those troll levels are gonna get flagged the fuck out, and they're gonna probably disappear from the endless Mario mode, which is kind of a shame because as much as troll levels are troll levels, they do make for some entertaining content. Let's be real. I can't even drop the spring on the thing properly. I used to be able to spring jump and shell jump and P-switch jump, and now I can't even do this basic shit. I'm about to die on easy mode now. I just fucked up. I just fucked up. I threw the spring over. Yeah, I gotta restart. Alright, let's try this again. Maybe if I throw it from like afar. Okay, that backfired. Maybe I can hit. Maybe there's a block next to it that I can hit. Nah. There we go. There's a block there, isn't there? Wow. I have to jump over. Wow. Ugh. World record was 36 seconds. It took that long? I'm surprised. I spent all my time complaining I was getting automatic courses. Got one course where I had to play and then I had to restart. Yeah, like, I feel like I'm not even that mad that costumes are gone. Maybe it's because they added so much. Maybe it's because I experienced the fuck out of the costumes. You know, but I'm not mad. I'm just kind of happy that I got to experience them, you know? Which is weird. You know? But especially since one of the things I asked for Mario Maker 2 was that costumes be added to all the styles as like an upgrade from the original. Like, I thought that's what they were going to announce. Like, yo, you can use costumes on everything now. Instead, they completely got rid of them. So, that was kind of weird. I wasn't expecting that. But once they announced the game and we saw no costumes in the visuals, like in the direct, I knew that it wasn't coming back. Because if they were coming back, we would have seen it. You know, I felt like the multiplayer was the reason, if I had to guess. Alright. They need to put like a translator in there when there's like these Japanese levels. Because they'll be telling you like hold right to win or some shit. And you can't tell because, you know, it's in Japanese. Oh, plenty of the costumes amiibo look. Seems good if they don't add a paywall. No, the costumes, you could unlock them by beating 100 Mario Challenge. So you had to beat, you could beat some of them from, you could get some of them from easy, then you have to move up to normal, then expert, then super expert. So you could unlock it in game by playing. But if you had an amiibo, then you could skip that. So I had the Sonic amiibo, mini automatic. So I had the Sonic amiibo, so I just straight away could go into the course creator and just unlock Sonic. I didn't have to unlock him in game. Where's my Sonic amiibo? Is it still on my desk? Yeah, I still got it. So we played easy mode and got what, 6 or 7 automatic courses. I wonder if that's something comparable to costumes. Who knows? They could add it back later, but I doubt it. I'm actually fine with it, surprisingly. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, they don't give you the proper ending on easy. I mean, you don't really deserve it with all these automatic levels. Like, let's be real. You've unlocked all the costumes available at this difficulty level. I don't think I ever unlocked all of them. I don't know if there's even a way to check. Yeah, so I only beat Super Expert once, and I only beat Expert like 10 or so times. So there was definitely a bunch I didn't get. But I got a good amount of them. I got a good amount. Some of them were event specific as well. So I think this was an event specific one. You had to beat an event stage. So as long as you were on the game and played the event stage, you'd get it. A lot of good costumes. The Sonic, of course. I love this one because this one is a very basic one, but it's like I always like played original SMB1 and I was like, the colors just seem so weird, like the way Mario's designed. So it's like taking that exact same sprite design and just adding his modern color scheme. So that was definitely one of my favorites. They had one for Luigi as well. Then you had Kart Mario, which made it feel like a kart racer. And then Dr. Mario. But yeah. Someone said that I just see Bubsy. Lol. Oh yeah, I made a video on Bobsy actually on the non-Sonic channel. Shameless plug. But yeah, we're gonna end the stream there. I'm sorry that this wasn't like a more exciting stream. I wanted to, when I first planned this stream, it was gonna be like a really hyped stream, like a proper like goodbye send off to the Wii U Mario Maker. You know, I was so hyped for Mario Maker 2, like it's gonna be like my favorite game in years, and it was just supposed to be like a great time, you know, and it's just not, because other shit happened, you know. It's just hard. So, you know, thank you everyone for tuning in to the stream. Mario Maker 2 is gonna be lit.
This game looks ridiculous. You haven't even talked about Amiibo yet. I mean, I hope Amiibo's going to be a thing. Maybe they'll save that for
New
later.
cards.
I remember this one part of the video.
And
Wow.
voila, secret room.
But
Bonsai
that's
Bill
going to
looks
that's
like
going to
it's
be so
coming from
unfair.
Mario, because it is. You can select from the 4
That looks
cardinal
fun.
direction.
It's a cool shit. Thank you for doing it regardless. Mario Maker 2 will be indeed lit. Yeah. I'll do Mario Maker 2. I'll stream that on Friday. Hopefully feeling better by then. Man, before I start tearing up again in the stream. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Rest in peace, Etika. Oh.